Welcome to So Alma Media.
Werewolves, Truth, Fantasy, and the Beast Within. Before we begin, this video explores mythology, psychology, and historical records for educational and discussion purposes. It is not meant to promote superstition or dismiss anyone's personal beliefs. The goal here is clarity, balance, and understanding. When people hear the word werewolf, they usually picture a full moon, a body twisting in agony, bones cracking, fur bursting through skin, and a human transforming into a wolf. Movies made it dramatic. Folklore made it terrifying. But today we're asking something simple and grounded: what is real, and what is fantasy? And can a human actually turn into a werewolf? Across history and across cultures, stories of humans turning into animals appear again and again. In medieval Europe, people feared the loup-garou, the man-wolf said to stalk villages. In parts of Africa, there were tales of hyena men. In Japan, fox spirits known as kitsune were believed to take human form. Among some Native American traditions, stories speak of skinwalkers. Different animals. Same pattern. A human crossing the boundary into beast. That repetition makes people wonder. When so many cultures tell similar stories, is there something behind it? Let's start with biology. A human cannot physically transform into a wolf. The skeletal structure alone makes it impossible. Wolves have elongated skulls, different jaw alignment, digitigrade legs that walk on toes, completely different spinal curvature, fur distribution, digestive systems, and genetic coding. A transformation would require a total rewriting of DNA and cellular structure in minutes or hours. There is no medical or scientific evidence that such a thing has ever happened. Not once. So physically, biologically, scientifically, no. Humans do not turn into wolves. But that doesn't end the conversation. There is a rare psychiatric condition known as clinical lycanthropy. In documented cases, individuals genuinely believe they are transforming into animals. They may growl, crawl, bite, or behave in ways they associate with that creature. Their bodies do not change, but their perception does. The mind is powerful. In extreme psychological states, it can blur the line between imagination and reality. Now step back into history. During the Middle Ages, Europe experienced waves of werewolf trials similar to witch trials. People confessed to turning into wolves, often claiming they used magical salves or made pacts with dark forces. But here is what history also shows: many of these confessions were extracted under torture. Fear, religious hysteria, disease, famine, and social instability created an atmosphere where people were desperate for explanations. When livestock were found mutilated or children disappeared in wolf-heavy regions, the blame sometimes shifted from wild animals to neighbors accused of sorcery. Fear creates narratives. Narratives become belief. Belief becomes truth inside a culture. Add to that medical conditions like rabies, which can cause aggression and biting, or ergot poisoning from contaminated grain, which can cause hallucinations. Add isolation in rural forests, limited lighting at night, and the human tendency to misinterpret shadows. You start to see how myth can grow from very real but misunderstood experiences. Now here's the deeper layer. Why wolves? Wolves are powerful, social, territorial, and capable of coordinated hunting. For ancient communities living close to wilderness, wolves represented both threat and respect. To imagine a human becoming a wolf was to imagine crossing into the realm of raw instinct. Hunger, rage, sexual impulse, violence, survival. The werewolf myth is not just about monsters. It is about losing control. It is about the fear that inside every civilized human being, there is something wild that could break loose. And here is where I want to pause and say this clearly: if this conversation makes you think, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Alma reads and replies to every respectful comment, and truly wants to hear your perspective on myth versus reality. Back to the question: are modern sightings proof? Some people today still claim to see upright wolf-like creatures. But eyewitness testimony, especially at night, under stress, or in foggy conditions, is not reliable scientific evidence. Our brains are pattern-making machines. When something moves quickly in low light, the mind fills in details. That does not mean people are lying. It means perception is limited. Truth and fantasy often sit next to each other. Fantasy says, a human transforms under the full moon. Truth says, humans experience psychological, cultural, and symbolic transformations. Fantasy says, there is a literal beast inside. Truth says, there is an instinctual side to human nature that we struggle to control. And here is something even more grounded. Modern genetics and science are more advanced than ever. We can map DNA, analyze tissue, and study skeletal remains with precision. If physical human-to-wolf transformations were occurring, there would be evidence. There is none. So can a human turn into a werewolf? Physically, no. Psychologically, they can believe they have. Symbolically, absolutely. Spiritually or mythologically, that depends on your worldview. But from a grounded, evidence-based standpoint, the werewolf belongs to folklore, psychology, and cultural storytelling, not biology. And maybe that makes it even more powerful. Because when you strip away the fur and fangs, the werewolf is really about us. About what happens when anger overrides reason. When instinct overrides discipline. When trauma twists behavior. When someone feels split between who they are and what they are capable of. The real transformation is internal. And that is something far more common, and far more important, than a full moon rising over a forest. So the next time you hear a howl in a story or see a werewolf in a film, ask yourself, is this about a monster? Or about the human condition? That's the grounded truth. So the next time you hear a howl in a story or see a werewolf in a film, ask yourself, is this about a monster? Or about the human condition? The real transformation is not fur and fangs. It is the shift between instinct and awareness. And that is something far more real than any full moon legend.
Garantangi. Till the next video.